it's not about platform versus platform, but it's about digital versus traditional. And I don't quite believe that, because, I mean, a lot of the research that's out there and looking at the impact of, say, changes in the algorithms around PageRank, et cetera, are saying that this wonderful metric that we as marketers and brands look at, which is this thing called engagement, which is very fuzzy in terms of being able to quantify the value it brings back to the business, actually hasn't been impacted at all by changes in the PageRank algorithm. And the upshot of that is that you will only ever have a certain percentage of people who are actively engaging in content. And because of that, brands need to rethink these social platforms and recognize that they're actually not that different from traditional media at all. Because essentially what we're trying to achieve is we're trying to get the reach, which is what a platform like Facebook certainly offers. We're trying to get our brand message in front of people, and we're trying to get it to a point where it drives them to take some form of action, which ultimately is going to contribute to our bottom line. And if you're not going to be able to drive that action, why are you in this game at all? And I think that another thing that you touched on, which is so important, is that in that context, what is it that we as brand owners or as what do we need to focus on? Yes, we need to focus on entertainment. We want to make people smile. We want to inform them about our brands, people about our brands, so that it will become part of their consideration set when they're actually in that process of looking for in a specific category. But in order to do that, it's almost the challenge for brands today is to say, how do I compete with all of this mass of content that's out there? We need to stop looking at ourselves as the producers of 30-second spots and start looking at ourselves as producers of content that's relevant, that is going to generate some form of, that is going to play the role of traditional media. So essentially, brands are becoming media owners in their own right in this new environment. But we're also doing it in an environment where, unlike what we thought when social media started to emerge, that it was going to completely disintermediate traditional media, what we've learned is actually the platform wars between Facebook, Google, Amazon, Apple are still very much a reality in our lives. So that battle is being fought at massive scale. I mean, between those four organizations, there's over $1 trillion worth of value sitting out there. So we can't fight the platform war, but we certainly need to have a position in being able to attract the customers who each of those platforms have managed to draw into their environment. And we need to have the relevant and the most appropriate type of content. We need to tell stories in a way that's engaging, and we need to drive the metrics that are actually going to convert into something that is going to add to our bottom line at the end of the day.